Hi everybody. Don't forget to do your yoga. I'm done with my work day here. It's Monday. Don't even know what the date is. I'm not sure it matters. So we're going to start with some half sun salutations today. Reliable movements to get us back into our centered space. Breathe in and reach the fingertips all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway point. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, reach the fingertips up. And bring the hands to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let all the air go as you fold forward, slight bend to the knees. Breathe into a halfway lift, flat back, crown of the head faces forward, points forward, sits bones, pressing back. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, reach, fill with air, reach fingertips up and bring hands to heart center. 3 more times, reaching. Take a deep breath, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, reach a little bit higher, and exhale, hands to heart center. Reach the fingertips. Fold forward. Breathe in as you come to your halfway lift. Fold forward, let some air out. Breathing, reaching. And hands to heart center, and last time. Reaching up and bring hands to heart center. So just those half sun salutations already, making us feel more centered in our skin, feeling the mat underneath our feet, taking a pause. Trying this again, reaching the fingertips up as you breathe. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, and this time plant your hands and just walk your right foot back. Take your back knee down, and if you like to pad the back knee, you can. We're just going to kind of pulse into this hip flexor here in preparation for Anjaneyasana. So bringing our knee forward and just finding our way in here. And then when you find a space, plant the back of your the top of your back foot into the mat and reach fingertips up if that's in your repertoire for today. Spend a few moments in Anjaneyasana, kneeling warrior. The back knee is going to press away and the front heel is going to press away. And then press them together, almost like a resistance, isometric pull and push of the front heel and the back knee. Reach fingertips up a little bit more, look up, open the throat. Beautiful. And now you can bring both hands down, step the back foot, and find your way to a downward dog position. Take a breath, and exhale. Take a breath, and exhale. This time bring right foot forward, and back, left knee down. Find your way to this pulsing opening of the hip flexor. Notice your breath as it comes in and leaves the body. So we're using the breath now as our point of concentration. Instead of external stimulus, the news or work or cleaning. Notice the sound of the breath as it comes in the body and leaves. And then find your Anjaneyasana on this side, kneeling warrior. So very planted on the mat, feet and knee. You can use double your mat on the back if it's bothersome to your knee. And lift fingertips all the way up, look up. See if you can bring your belly in, lift the rib cage, and extend just a tiny bit more. Inhale, and exhale. Now you can bring both hands to the mat, and you're just going to step left foot up to meet right. Find your halfway lift, folding forward, breathing in, reaching up, and take hands to heart center. Notice yourself in your standing prayer position. And just take that same set of movements again. Inhale, exhale, fold. Breathe in, finding halfway lift. Plant the hands, walk right foot back, knee down, Anjaneyasana. Just a breath, really make it expressive. Take both hands down to the mat, step left foot back, downward dog. Puppy stretch for some. And then taking right foot forward, left knee down, finding your Anjaneyasana. Taking both hands down, step left foot to right. Find your halfway. Fold forward. Breathe in, reach all the way up to the sky, and then take hands to heart center. Check in. Just gonna cool off a little here. So very important to move this contracted energy, this in the house, what's going on around us energy out of the way. So we know the drill for this. We're gonna breathe in, coming to our squat position, Utkatasana pose, taking the sits bones back. Check that your knees are right above your heels, lift your toes. Let's just move the arms back and forth. And then reaching fingertips up, sits bones back, and we're gonna express some energy, lifting up, sending hands back. So really visualize any tension or contraction or fear just leaving wherever it's stored in the body. Very important to move this away so it doesn't end up in neck pain or upper back pain. Feel free to make a deep sounding exhale. Okay, great, and then find your Utkatasana pose. Just another breath, sink down, reaching fingertips forward. Now press the belly to the thighs, take hands to prayer position, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, finding your halfway lift. This time we'll plant hands, walk feet back, and find a plank position. So I'm looking up, but you're gonna be looking down at the mat if you can. Spending a few more breaths here, breathing in for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then you're gonna come down onto the mat, belly down, bringing hands right to the sides, right underneath the armpit, underneath the rib cage, and breathe in, find your pulsing cobra. Lifting up the torso on your inhale, exhaling, bringing the torso down. Beautiful, and then from here, you're just gonna walk back, find your puppy stretch or your downward dog. If you're in puppy stretch, you're walking fingertips forward, sending sits bones back. If you like downward dog, you come onto the balls of your feet, toes in, heels slightly out, pressing the mat away. Finding your downward dog. From here, we'll walk feet up to the hands. Find your Utkatasana pose. 1 breath, and then inhale, reach all the way up. Bring hands to heart center, check in. So just these few centering moments, maybe after a long work day or on your lunch break, they're gonna make a huge difference in your day and in your mental outlook. So find time to do these exercises. Reaching into your Utkatasana pose. Belly forward, folding forward. Breathing into your halfway lift. Walk the hands, plank pose. This time, 1 breath, take belly all the way down to the floor. Breathe in, reach up to your cobra pose. Exhale, take everything down, find your way to your downward dog. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Your choice here, we're gonna do some leg lifts. So take the left leg to the center of the mat and bring right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, curl the knee to the nose. And inhale, the leg back. If you like the knee down version, you just take the knee down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Extend. When you get to your last extension, hang out here for a second, then we're just going to swing that foot right through. Find your way to a runner's lunge. So runner's lunge, knees right over the heel. Back leg is strong. You're on the ball of the back foot. On your fingertips maybe, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Full inhale, full exhale. And from here, you're going to take the left hand down, or you might even stay on your fingertips. Take your belly button and your torso to the inner thigh. You might keep your hand right on your quadricep, or you might lift the top hand. Find your way into a twist here. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. On your inhale, lengthen from heel to the crown of your head. On your exhale, turn just a tiny bit more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take everything down. Find your way to your downward dog, your puppy stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Same thing again, knee down if that's your choice. Right foot in the center of the mat, taking left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. A few more like this. Really exhale and curl when you're bringing your knee in. 2 more. And 1. This time extend. Now take the left foot to the left thumb. Find your runner's stretch. On the ball of the back foot, knee above ankle. You might have your hands on the floor. Might be nice to have some props nearby, maybe some pillows even to put your hands on. If your legs and your arm length aren't matching up all of a sudden, breathing in and breathing out. Fill with breath and exhale. Fill with breath and exhale, finding your way to your twist. Your version, you might have top hand on quadricep, using that as leverage to turn your torso even more. And you might take the hand up, your choice, breathing here and exhaling. Breathing in and exhaling. Last inhale, extend, turn on your exhale. And then take both hands down. Both feet meet each other, right foot up to the left. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then your Utkatasana pose, 1 breath. Breathing in, reaching everything up. Inhale to heart center. Take a breath. Fill your whole torso with breath, your whole body. Exhale, make some noise. Finding our way to a half moon pose. Have toes and heels maybe slightly apart or toes touching. Nice, strong, engaged legs. Reaching up. And wherever you are, see if you can grab hold of the left wrist. And then reaching up and come over, sending the hips, the left hips to the left, the right body to the right, pulling up and over. Taking about 5 breaths or so. Now using the bottom hand as leverage if you like, for sore backs, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now don't miss this, take fingertips up all the way, look up to the ceiling. And now taking right wrist, this time pulling up and over. Either using the bottom hand as leverage or staying in your balancing half moon with both hands up. If so, take a peek up to the ceiling or down to your ankle. Your choice for 4, for 3, coming up and over just a little bit more for 2, and for 1, reaching fingertips up, looking up, and bringing hands to heart center. Let's try some sun salutations with a warrior 1. Breathing into your Utkatasana pose. Exhale, planting belly, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Plant the hands, walk the feet back. You're in plank pose. Coming down to the belly or to your chaturanga pose. Finding your upward dog or your cobra pose. And then your downward dog. Take a breath. From here you can either take the right foot up and come to warrior 1, or just find your way to warrior 1. Back foot is going to be flat. Knee's going to be over the ankle. Pulse into your warrior one. And then when you're at a point that feels good, reach up, really express this warrior one for about 6 breaths or so. For 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Take both hands down. Right foot's going to come back. Find your way to plank pose and through vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Blow it out just here. Just now, doing yoga. Left foot's going to come up straight up behind and find your way to warrior one on the left side. Beautiful, and pulsing back and forth maybe before we really land here. Then when you find a nice place to hang out, you find your warrior one for 6 breaths, and for 5, and for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, taking both hands down, finding a way to plank pose. So you're going to stay in this plank pose. What you're going to do is come onto the edges of your feet. You can see my feet. I'm on the edges and kind of like stepping them both apart, if you can see, like that. So I'm on the inner edge of the front foot and the back edge of the back foot. And I'm just going to reach up, and then I'm going to switch. So both feet are apart. I'm on the inner edge of the back foot, the outer edge of the other foot. And a few times just swinging this side plank side to side. Beautiful. And then find your way to a downward dog or a puppy stretch. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and breath out. You can walk or hop feet up to hands, finding your way to a halfway lift. Fold forward, finding Utkatasana pose. Breathing in, reaching all the way up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Checking in. Take a breath. So we all need something different right now. Take your time. If you need to skip a pose, skip it. Take child pose, take puppy stretch. So we're only trying to take care of our subtle body, our emotional body, trying to open up some channels of energy with these simple, reliable yoga poses. Same thing again, just 1 breath each. We're going to find our way to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, reach up, plant the hands, walk feet back, plank pose. Find your way through vinyasa or just straight to downward dog. When you get to downward dog, we're going to come straight to warrior one. Back foot flat, find your warrior one. 1 breath, look up, really make it special. Finding hands back on the mat, find your way through vinyasa. And then left foot reaches up, finding your way to warrior one on the left side. Great, reaching, looking up, finding your space. When you get down here, you're going to stay in your plank pose and find your moving Vashisthasana again, your moving side plank. So, on the outer edges of the feet are separated. Great. And then 1 more for good measure. And then finding your way to your downward dog or your puppy stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Fill with breath. And exhale, 1 last full breath just here. Just now, popping feet to hands. Finding your way to a halfway lift. Fold forward, Utkatasana pose. And then reaching fingertips all the way up and resting. So everybody taking toes together, heels slightly apart, engaging the legs, the quadriceps. Take the belly in, lift the rib cage. Let the hands go and circle the shoulders. Let them fall down your back, knit the shoulder blades together, open the palms, and now lift up through the crown of the head. Notice your length, straight spine. Taking one more moment to center here. And then finding Utkatasana, coming into a prayer twist here. So if you like your prayer twist, come into a flat back. And then you can take the left elbow and just rest it on the right above the knee. And stay in your prayer twist arms, pressing the top hand onto the bottom and turning your torso to the side. Take about 5 breaths here. Some of us like to be a little more upright using the forearm. Others of us like the prayer twist for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Then you can just fold forward. Find a ragdoll here. So nice simple forward fold, feet slightly apart. Holding onto elbows. Moving side to side. So again, a great opportunity to breathe in and breathe out. When you exhale, feel a layer peel off, just like the outer tough edge of an onion, papery edge. Feel it just fall away. And then walking toes slightly together, finding Utkatasana pose, and finding prayer twist on the other side. So really twist into this one. Use the top hand to press the bottom hand to turn your torso to the side. You can even look up to the ceiling. Breathing here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And again, fold forward, fold forward. If you like to use your peace fingers to wrap it around your big toes with a nice juicy bend to the knee, use your peace fingers and your thumb to wrap around and then press the belly to the thighs and now fold forward. You're pulling up on your toes, pulling up on the toes, sending the sits bones up and the crown of the head down to the mat. Beautiful, and slowly rolling up. Hands to heart center. Finding a spot on the floor, maybe 4 feet in front of you. Keep your eyes on that spot. That will be your drishti, your point of focus. And as you have your eyes gazing on that spot, you'll lift the right knee up. See if you can take it over the left, right? And at the same time, you're going to take fingertips out and take right arm under the left. Now, if you have the bind and you want to circle that around your back calf, you can. We're going to spend a few moments here in eagle pose. Wherever you are, you're twisting the leg, pulling the legs together, twisting the legs together, and pulling the elbows apart. See if you can work with lifting and lowering the elbows. Sinking down a tiny bit more, and now lifting everything up. Bring hands to heart center. And shake that out. Finding eagle on the other side, take fingertips out to the side. Find your point on the floor about 4 feet in front, your drishti. Lifting left leg, taking it over the right. And then finding left arm, taking it under right. And then squeezing the thighs together, pulling the elbows apart. Lifting and lowering the elbows. And see if you can find a nice neutral spot for the shoulders. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for one, reaching up, letting that go, bringing hands to heart center. So if that wasn't fun enough, we're going to do it again. Find your eagle pose, take fingertips out. Right leg will come up. Finding your point of focus. See if you can get the balance here. Then cross the leg over. So right leg over left, right arm under left. Squeezing the thighs together, pulling elbows apart. Lifting and lowering the elbows. And from here, we're going to find our way into a swan pose, so letting everything go, lifting the knee and sending it backwards. So, nice, strong, engaged leg, flex back foot, taking hips down, coming into a cobra back, lifting palms away from the floor, shoulders away from ears, looking up a little bit more of a cobra, and then finding your prayer position. Shaking that all the way. And then finding your eagle on the other side, lifting fingertips to the side. Taking left knee up, finding your drishti and your balance right here. Crossing left leg over right, left arm under right. Sinking down, squeezing and pulling Squeezing legs together, pulling elbows apart. Just another breath, sinking down a little bit more, and then finding your way to swan pose. See if you can just send that leg back. Looking up, opening the throat, sending shoulders away from ears. See if you can lift the palms a little bit more. Lift the back leg a little bit more. And then now you can take yourself to prayer position. Beautiful work. And then finding our way into another sun salutation. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Plant the hands, walk the feet back. Finding your way through vinyasa. Exhale to your downward dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out, finding a way to warrior two this time. Back foot flat, taking left hand and waving it around to the back. Right arm forward. And pulsing again. So finding your way to warrior two. When you find a good place to land, check that your knee is over your ankle. The back toes are pointing forward. Take your torso to the side, look to the side, press the fingertips away. Now look over ring finger, sinking down a tiny bit more. If you like, take the back hand up. Great, now we're going to extend the front leg and find a reverse triangle here. And coming right into Trikonasana, taking the back foot forward a little bit. Sending the hips to the back of the room, reaching forward. And then letting your hand fall where it falls, finding your way to your Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Breathing here, even though it's weird. On the inhale, we lengthen from sits bones to crown of the head. On the exhale, turning a little bit more. Beautiful. And wherever you are, just come straight up. We're going to take the right foot just about a foot behind the back. Both legs will be pretty much straight. You might have a bend to the front knee. And we're just going to take hands to the hips and come down halfway. Some of you might like a clasp behind the back here, to pulling forehead, pulling shoulders and fist away from the ears. And then some of you might just stay here, coming down a little lower, nice flat back. Others might come a little bit further down. Pyramid pose for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And you're slowly going to come up halfway. And on the inhale, come up a little bit more, all the way up to the top. Prayer position. Right foot's going to come back just about a foot, so both legs are parallel, hips are facing forward. And again, just hands on hips, find your way to that halfway position. Staying with hands where they are, or finding your backward clasp. Staying with your flat back, pressing shoulders away, fists away from sits bones, and then find your way to your pyramid pose, your full expression. You might stay in your flat back, drop the head, breathing here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, finding your halfway, and then breathing up all the way, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to step back, just like you're stepping back into your Prasarita, but back feet are going to be flat, and we're going to find our warrior 2. Again, on this side, taking torso all the way to the side, pressing fingertips away. And then keep taking the gaze over the ring finger. Spend a few more moments here. For 5. For 4, taking the top hand up. Back hand up, for 3, for 2, and now you can reverse that triangle, reaching back. The back hand, the bottom hand is resting on the quadricep, the hamstring, one of those muscles. Reaching a little bit more, and then shortening your stance a little, but back foot, back toes still press forward. We reach forward, send the back hips to the back of the room, and find your Trikonasana. Triangle pose. So remember that idea of breathing and sending sits bones back, reaching crown of the head forward, straight spine, and on the exhale, we turn the lower ribs to meet the ceiling. Even just a little bit more. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, turn and curl and lower ribs up to ceiling. Beautiful, and then you can just find your way to warrior 2. And then take feet nice and wide. Taking feet nice and wide. Hands on the hips. Breathe in, reach up. Send the sits bones forward. See if you can come into a mini back bend, mini standing back bend. And again, come into this halfway lift. Hands on hips, nice flat back. And from here, you can either stay here or take fingertips to the floor. You can have fingertips pressing forward. Sending the heels to the floor, bending the elbows and using that as leverage to pull the fingertips forward as you fold forward. Some of you might like just hands on calves or hands on fingertips around toes. Great, and then coming back into your halfway lift and just shimmying the feet a little bit closer together, but still off the mat, coming into a wide-legged squat. Malasana pose, you might take elbows on the inner thighs, near the knees, and use that prayer hand again to have the elbows pull the knees apart, sending sits bones down just a little bit more. Breathe in and breathe out here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then finding your seat, Taking hands to the backs of the thighs. Finding Navasana pose, we can do one leg at a time here. Or you can take heels off the ground and work this one leg at a time. Some of you might want the full expression for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. And then just coming in, onto our backs, we'll find Apanasana pose. Just hugging the knees together. Great. Some of us are just going to take our hands right underneath the sits bones here. Actually, shimmy over. So you can see the hands under the sits bones like this. And when we exhale, we'll take toes down. Exhale, take toes down to the floor. Inhale, reaching ankles up. So nothing too fancy here. Beautiful time here to, again, reconnect with the breath. Exhale slowly, pressing knees together, dropping toes to the floor. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, dropping toes to the floor. Inhale, lifting. If some of you don't need the lower back support, you can try taking hands behind the neck here and lifting the torso up. Just another 5 more. Beautiful, and finding your squeeze, your contraction point here, Uttanasana pose. And taking soles of the feet down to the floor, walking them in close to the sits bones, taking palms up. And see your shoulder caps, you're going to take them under, you're going to knit your shoulder blades together and take the sits bones up. See if you can walk shoulders in a little bit more and find your bridge pose here, just about 6 or 7 breaths. Can't make up my mind. For 6. For 5, breathe in, fill with breath. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1, taking the twist, not the twist, the squeeze. Taking that squeeze in. And then letting shoulders fall to the floor. Just take knees and let them drop to the side. Some of us might want to put a pillow underneath the knees. So when you're practicing at home, you have all these other great little props you can just steal from the couch. But wherever you are, see if you can look over the backhand. Supine twist. And then finding your twist on the other side. Looking over the backhand. Arms nice and straight out in T position. Beautiful, and from here, we find our Shavasana pose, taking heels in, toes out, palms will face up, walking shoulder blades again, knitting shoulder blades in together, opening the chest and finding a place to rest. Take your time here. Find a nice, comfortable space. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your time to rest, even if it's just 5 minutes. Thanks for practicing.